be as wild as it can be, with no apology. And you're gonna love the show. They're all their own wildflowers. Funny answers, calls, and comments on the phone.
Whatever, bitch.
Right alongside best friend Mandy Jones.
Oh my
We're gonna get our act together sometime today.
Welcome. You're looking live at Threes.
Oops.
The Wildflowers.
Wildflowers.
We used to be called the Threes Company Radio Show, but we changed our name.
We have to get rid of this cup too.
And we changed our network, and that's why we're starting at 7:45. Actually, we didn't have technical difficulties. It was orientational difficulties. Bonnie, what were you doing?
I have directional issues, and even with the thing on the car, the GPS, I get close to my destination, but I'm right near it, so near and yet so far. So basically, I got to Kathy's house, and she said it's the house with the Biden poster on it.
Mm-hmm. The one and only, I'm sure.
And I was standing in front of that house in my car, waiting in the car, and she's like, well, where are you? And I'm like, I'm waiting, where are you? It turns out I was at the wrong house.
Oh my Lord.
So that's why we're running a little late.
But you know what? This is our show. This is not Three's Company Radio Show anymore. This is Mandy and Bonnie being the Wildflowers.
Flowers.
This is
because, we try to mute it a little because we could go.
You know what? Because we're like rooted and very earthy, but we're also like wild.
Yeah.
I learned about James Rocket. It's a wildflower. Doesn't that sound perverse?
Oh, I didn't know that.
We do have a guest for you guys tonight, and we have a topic. Bonnie, you want to tell them what the topic is?
The topic is crazy tales, crazy stories, like something insane. But it's interesting because a lot of them overlap with stories I've told in other episodes. So if I've told it already, just tell me.
Yeah, we will buzz you.
I just wanted to say, a few people are tuning in. We're just getting started. So Joan Krupiasha, hi, how are you? Bill Hansen is saying hi to us. And please share the show if you know how. I'm not good with sharing things.
The bottom, there's a little share arrow. That's what you want.
When I try it, it goes to Messenger. It doesn't get shared on that. But hi, Nancy Weems. How are you? I love her little hi emoji. That's really cute.
Nancy's the greatest. Such a sweet lady. Episode 3, guys.
Episode 3, correct.
September 2nd.
And we had a great time on the weekend performing at Calamity Jones' event. Tugboat Manny was the host, and it was a great time. I had a blast. So, and my boyfriend's messaging me right now. Michael, we're on now.
You're trying to distract her? He's probably like, are you alive? Because we were late.
Yeah. He knows it was probably my fault, and it was. It was my fault.
I was over it.
We just have a couple of housekeeping things, and then I want to bring on this great lady.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I shouldn't have said her gender. She's very gender fluid. Actually, she might even be a man. You guys don't know yet. Sorry, I didn't mean to pigeonhole her like that. All right, so it, whatever it is right now, they. All right, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mandy Jones, the comedian. I am also Mandy Jones, the comedian, on Instagram, and calamity.jones on Instagram. That's Bonnie and I, what we were talking about, what we did on Sunday, and this nice lady in the room who's going to join our next one. What we do is we do free events, open bar. So if you have friends that want to come and you're a comedian and everyone's, on the pandemic dime, which is no money, we do free shows. They're outdoor, so for safety reasons, so everyone can be spread out. And we're having nothing but fun. We had Tugboat Manny, who's hilarious. He not only hosted, but he also was like a feature, so he did a couple more minutes. Who else did we have? We have Evan Weiss. We had Devin Giannini, who is great. He's like a 21-year-old
Yeah,
kid.
we have to
I just
get
keep
him on
calling
the
him
show.
21, even though I met him like 3 years ago. He's probably like 25 now.
He's very young.
And he's a sweetheart. Just someone who's naturally like got that charisma on stage. So we had a really good time, and it was all family that showed up and friends. Robin DeVito, oh my God, God bless.
I think
one of our best friends.
We might have lost a bunch of people at 7:30.
They ditched us. Well, you know what? Andrew
Andrew found us.
We're here.
Hey,
We're
Andrew,
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna have a
Hoping people will
wardrobe fucking
find
malfunction.
us. Joan Krupiasha says hi, and she shared the show. Thank you so much for sharing it.
Thank you.
So you want to get started?
Oh, and Lonnie, what up? That's one of our friends from upstate New York.
Oh, cool.
All
Hi,
right.
Bonnie. How are you?
So Bonnie, yeah, let's intro the
Robin
guest.
DeVito, we were just talking
Robin,
about
we
you.
just missed. You just missed it. We just said
Mandy was just going like this.
we love. Yeah, we were praying. Bowing. I was
it's my
bowing.
fault that we're late. I take full responsibility, so I usually.
So
I
yeah,
got
it's
lost.
all right. So you know what? So we go till 8:45 instead of 7:45.
Yeah, we'll go to 8. Is that okay? We'll go to 8:45.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
cool.
her ride.
Cool. All right, so our
She'll
next,
stay as long as we want.
and Ed found us finally. He goes
Ed,
finally.
thank
it's
you.
My fault. It's
Ed,
my fault. I'm
Ed,
sorry.
it was human difficulties.
Yeah, it's live on YouTube.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
So if she
should be able to see it.
find you.
Yeah.
Mary Underhill, that's your mom.
Oh, thanks,
She
Mama.
says she's not getting sound.
At all.
Can the rest of you hear us?
It's just Mom that can't hear us. No, usually
The
it's
rest
her.
of you, can you hear us?
Can anybody?
Type yes if you can hear us.
Mom's not getting sound.
And she says, and we're freezing up.
And
Robin goes, stay all night.
might be your.
Kathy Sorrentino, she's the secretary at my school. I just found out you got a 3-week reprieve from the schools being open. So, and I think you have a new principal. So that I want to hear all about that. Joan says it's all good. Hi, David Lange. How are you? The sound is fine. And Robin says, Mom needs a new phone.
I know, seriously,
And
someone
Bill
buy her
Hanson
phone.
said,
Last
I
time
hear
she
you.
needed glasses, she's like, I can't see you. Where like everyone else can see you. It's just her.
Okay, so Jessica, Sylvia,
My
hi.
sister wrote, we hear you.
Melissa
That's
Arnold
my girlfriend.
Velasquez.
My sister,
But
yeah.
which one is your girlfriend?
Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Hello, you
All right,
lucky
we're
lady.
about to introduce the next guest, who is amazing.
The only guest tonight.
The next
guest.
The next guest in our tribute to the Wildflowers. But go ahead, Bonnie.
Okay, so our next guest, our only guest, is the very funny comedian. She performs all over the tri-state area. Well, not since COVID. She had me put that in there. That's a COVID joke. She's the founder of Girls Gone Funny, and she will be at the rally tomorrow at Governor's Comedy Club at 12:30. So if you want to support in, a very good cause, that they are banning comedy on Long Island and Manhattan, and they're closing one of the greatest comedy clubs on Long Island. Show up tomorrow. She'll be there. Depending on Brandon, I'll be there. I don't know. The very, very funny Kathy Arnold.
Woo! Welcome, Kathy. Welcome. So it's just you right now on the screen. So don't worry, you got a second. We got a lag over there.
Yeah.
So we got some family tuning in for you. Are you just have one sister? It's just you two?
Yeah.
And she's older or she's younger?
Older. We're like Irish twins.
Oh, okay. So how close?
17 months?
Okay.
So,
and so
yeah.
basically, it's always been a competition, or you guys are besties?
We're besties. I mean, well, she used to beat me up a little bit, but then I became the tougher one as we got older.
You got bigger?
You got yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Not that
You
much bigger than
outsized
her.
her? I've never
She's
seen your
skinnier now,
sister.
but
We fluctuated. We both fluctuated.
Hey, Taz, the residential artist, is tuning in. Hi, Taz.
It's great that you have family that supports you in comedy, because comedy is like super raw and hard.
Oh, my mother loves it too.
Oh, she's like, I
She's
birthed
front
this.
row. She's like, I don't give a crap.
Well, Kathy brings such a great stage presence. Like, Kathy has so much energy and is having so much fun that you can't help but have fun with her when she's performing.
I actually got to see her perform in the city. She was recording a comedy album, and it was obviously pre-COVID days, and you for 45 minutes you were just on the ball,
Non-stop, right?
making funny making us laugh from beginning to end. And, that's really unbelievable. Like, I'm still working on 5 to 6 minutes.
Right.
So, nobody understands how hard it is.
It takes time, though.
Yeah, and doing the podcast, like, for an hour, we have to, like, make notes about what we want to be funny about. Like, 45 minutes of straight, just you, uninterrupted, timed. It's basically like doing music. At that point, it's just like, it's like, all right, this bit, all right, here we go, next song, because it's like kind of like a set list is how I write my comedy.
Oh yeah, me too. I do that.
Yeah, like who we going into. Now, are there some things that like are there jokes that you've retired?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are there?
But I bring them back sometimes.
Sometimes okay. Are there any jokes that you like, or like, yeah, that was cool, and now it's not? Or did you
but actually maybe not. I don't know, because I do bring back a lot of old stuff.
Yeah,
because it's still funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, I'm never letting this joke go because everybody loves it.
It's timeless.
Yeah.
Good jokes are timeless. You
yeah.
know?
I'm like, why? Like people always say, like if it works, why get rid of it?
Right.
Keep going with it.
They call it the tried and true. The tried and true stuff.
Well, Ed is saying that Glenn must be responsible for the much improved sound and picture, but really, Glenn is not here at the control right now. Mandy is.
I'm working
so
the controls
all this
right here. You
thanks to Mandy.
Fucks. But my husband didn't set this all up and teach me how to use it. And,
Glenn is amazing.
And also do a quick little check before he went downstairs.
Yeah, Glenn is amazing. But our topic tonight is crazy tales. So if you have a crazy tale, don't make it too long. Make it about a paragraph or so. We're going to get it started so you understand what a crazy tale is. And Mandy and I were just joking about how the real crazy tales we can't tell on air. But we'll give you the second class version. So which one of you wants to go first for the crazy tales? Me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like you got something good.
Yeah, I know. Bonnie's had a lot.
I have a bad memory though. That's I forget a lot of shit.
So do I too. I gotta call my sister and be like, what did I do?
Exactly. Give us some clues, sister. Joan Krubiasher, Glenn is the man behind the scene. Yeah, he's the man. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. The floating credits on the screen. Yes.
The Wizard of Oz behind the curtain.
All right, so I'll start off with a recent crazy story.
All right, and then we'll go backwards.
We'll go backwards, right, to my youth. So I'm dating somebody, and he's not watching the show yet, so he probably doesn't even know because we were late or whatever. But he has a long driveway, and it's very private, and he has no shame of his body, and so he will, when I come up and drive to meet him, he will be standing in his driveway completely nude and just like hanging out.
He's like, confidence is sexy, right, baby?
Confidence is sexy.
So, the first time I was a little shocked.
And then I got into it. And now I'm like, you better take those clothes off.
He's tuning in right now.
Michael.
He goes this one time at band camp.
Oh my God, Michael!
Bonnie, one time at band camp.
I knew Michael was a kinkster. But
and Bruno, hi Bruno. Bruno is tuning in. Nancy Weems said, "Keep your eyes on the road, Uncle Bruno."
Why? What do they say?
I don't know what
did Bruno say?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Is Bruno DMing about something inappropriate?
I don't know. But I'm starting to get used to the whole naked thing. But he wants me to be naked, and I'm very self-conscious. I have to
naked is
He's
great.
like, here, I'm naked out in my front yard, babe. You can get naked in the bedroom
exactly.
with me.
I have front yard. Yeah, I have to be. I have to have some drinks in me, and then I calm down.
Then the clothes come out.
Yeah. Honestly, yes, that's exactly how it works.
We did date night on air, Glenn, Bonnie, and I on Calamity Jones, and then afterwards, Bonnie was like trying to make out with me. She's like completely straight. She just back out.
That was when we went to go get our.
Yeah, we didn't actually make
thing.
out. I just necked with you. We just were like.
I necked you.
Now Nancy's saying, Glenn, watch for Toto. Oh, hi, Lou Prats. How are you? That's saying that to Bruno because he's road driving. All right, so I
gave on the road. I'm like, my tits, right? My
road driving.
non-existent tits.
What is road driving?
He must be driving a truck.
Road.
I think he's just
Oh,
driving.
no, Kathy's
period.
making a joke. I'm just like,
Not off-roading. He's
So-
on
so
the road.
He's
My
not
boy-
off-road.
my boyfriend's saying next week we should do the show naked.
Well,
way.
This is we business.
No, I know.
Okay.
right,
Wait,
so-
let's get to the crazy stories.
That was one of them.
Oh, okay. That was it.
All right,
I wasn't even phased
I told
by
you,
that.
keep those crazy
Naked
stories short.
Naked
Just like a good
stories.
joke. You edit.
Okay.
So, all right, who wants to go next?
I guess I'll make Kathy feel comfortable and go next and cut
Make
her
me
in
feel.
line.
I don't know what topic to go on
right,
or
all right,
what
so-
like
all
because
right.
she was talking about being naked.
It could
and
be
stuff.
anything.
So like,
Any crazy tale.
well,
All right. So my mom. This is just
She
funny.
said, so this, my mom.
My mom texted me today. I don't know if she wants to be on part of the show or if she just is giving me more material on accident. But I never knew this. But my grandmother was super strict back in the day. They had 10 kids, so when they would leave the house, they had to like sign a piece of fucking paper plate and where they were going and where they were staying, whatever. So when you went to church, you had to grab a bulletin from the church to prove like what mass you were at. Like if you you went to church and you had like needed proof. So my mom stole a bulletin from the Methodist church. They're Catholics. They stole from the Methodist church.
Oh my God.
And then her friend smoking a cigarette put ashes on her and her friend Eileen Gerardo's head in the back of the fucking Methodist church.
Oh
and
my
then my
God.
mom went home on Ash Wednesday, like, yeah, got my ashes. Here's my
I went home on
like,
ashes. Here's my ashes.
here's proof that I went to fucking religion class.
Oh my God. Do you know who's tuning in?
Who?
Our engineer, Mike.
Oh, my
Mike,
Scudiero, we miss you.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be back, Michael.
Mike.
So, I guess.
Glenn
you'll be-
Rator is watching from downstairs. Hey, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
They're singing your praises as always.
We love Michael. Mike. I could still never say his name.
Yeah, it's Mike Scudiero.
He was the best engineer, and he was so amazing and sweet and funny
And just because we're not on Gov's radio anymore doesn't mean Mike's
We should
not
have him as a
friend.
guest.
Yeah, we should have Mike. Honestly, he does his own podcast, and he's
About
Joey
sports.
Cola's nephew. He's not like we're not going anywhere in the comedy world.
Oh,
Bonnie and I.
speaking of that,
Why do you say that?
speaking
Don't
of
say
that, Felix from Let's Eat Long
Because I want the
Island,
kiss of death. I want something to happen to me.
because we're wild. That's why Felix from Let's Eat Long Island told me that he got permission from
Yeah,
the
to bring
owner
us
of
crazy
Governors
people back
that
in
that
under certain conditions.
Yeah, I am the unofficial co-host of Let's Eat Long Island. So, and Joseph
Forever?
Carletto said that's okay.
Wait, forever?
No, not every show. I can't do every
okay.
show.
Oh, okay,
But like
just one.
whenever,
Okay.
whenever
I was
he
gonna say, what?
needs a guest host,
Why?
I will.
Why don't I know that?
He's the chef. I just found out about it. So thank you, Joseph Carletta, and thank you, Felix, and Let's Eat Long Island. So I would be honored to do that show. And so your crazy story was about church. Now it's your turn. So nakedness,
I don't
church.
know. I mean, I have many. Like, all right, because you guys were talking about we need to talk about crazy things. Like that was the topic. So I was like,
That you
like
came up with,
no,
but okay.
well,
It
I
was
did come
concept-
up with, but then
It's
I
very
was like,
open-ended.
No, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
like, I
that-
have so many crazy stories.
Yeah, where do I
I'm
start?
like, where do I? And then I draw a blank, so I become like nothing.
Then
I
you're
have
like, I'm the lamest person
oh my
ever.
god, because my sister and I will always talk, and she'll be like, oh, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You have these crazy stories. So I text her last night. I go, I need to come up with some crazy stories.
It's
Melissa."
like homework,
So
like
she's like
24
no,
hours.
so she goes like this. What about the time you tried to cut your clit off with the Play-Doh knife?
What? Oh my
No,
God.
that's crazy. I was like 8 years old to 8, maybe 10, if that. And my sister.
That's the best story
I
so
took
far.
the Play-Doh knife and I was trying
That
to cut
wins.
my clitoris off because I don't know why I didn't want it there. I don't know. I mean, I'm a lesbian. I like a clit. I mean, but like, I don't know why I didn't want that.
Do you remember
there.
that really?
Maybe because it was a little
Do you
bigger
remember
than
the memory
normal.
of that?
Like, you know, I have an Audi. Like, is that why I want to cut it off? But,
Did you actually remember?
yes, I used to hide
holy
behind
crap.
my bed and just start.
This wasn't an isolated incident. This is like
I
a
was hiding
mission.
behind my bed like this. I gotta get rid of this thing. Why did I didn't want it?
And
I
I'm
don't know why I didn't
envisioning
want it.
those fucking scissors.
I would think that hurts.
And that was even before it was trendy
Well,
to
it
cut your
didn't hurt because-
genitalia off.
It didn't hurt because it was a Play-Doh knife, Bonnie. It didn't work because if I had a real knife, that shit would be gone.
Oh my God.
And I'd have nothing right now.
Play-Doh knives are
If
pretty
she
And then
had-
I'd really be
If she had
screwed.
fisters, we'd be sitting.
Play-Doh knives can be very powerful. Just
I
saying.
used to form
Don't
Play-Doh.
underestimate fucking Play-Doh knives, guys.
Now you need to tell me when you were younger, you didn't take Play-Doh.
I did.
And mold it into something that
Oh,
you
of
could
course.
shove up your vagina.
No, my
No!
mom was
Oh,
like,
you didn't do
my-
that either? I guess I'm the weirdo over here because I've done that too.
The first thing
I
my mom told
just
me was
made
like,
things
don't
up.
ever put anything up there, ever.
Oh, because you're from the Catholic house. So,
Yeah, the
You're from
Catholic
the Catholic
ladies,
house.
the Catholic
You are
lady
not
that's
allowed.
getting ashes from a cigarette on her
Look
fucking
at the background on her fucking...
I know. See
This
the
is,
background?
this is a form of rebellion.
It's like a naked body right front and center.
There's,
Right in front and center.
there's nothing natural. See, we're the Wildflowers. We're natural.
Yeah.
Nudity,
natural.
whatever you want.
You know,
Well,
Play-Doh, shove it up
I'm
your...
not free with the nudity, but I'm free with other things.
All right, so that's a pretty young, insane story.
Yes, I have
Joan-
a lot of young
Joan
crazy stuff,
said-
but I still have a lot of new but young stuff.
Let's mix
That
it
explains
in.
why I'm not like this today.
Joan said that was a very interesting story.
Well, Joan.
So that
Joan?
doesn't get...
Joan
Yeah,
Krupiasha.
Okay, Joan. Well, also when I was younger, when I wanted to masturbate, I sat on Snoopy's nose.
Aww.
Yeah, I violated Snoopy. So I needed something. So I was like, I looked around my room and I saw Snoopy. I saw he had a
It
little...
had a nice...
All right.
let's
We're
take
going
it
to
to
talk about this.
Woodstock.
If Kathy's going to be bold enough
Woodstock.
to talk
Woodstock
about
didn't have
that.
a nose like Snoopy, so
Wh-
I was
who's
rubbing up on
Woodstock?
Snoopy.
That's the bird. The Peanuts bird.
Peanuts bird, man, to get with it.
Oh,
I wasn't banging a
my
bird.
boyfriend goes, I want to hear more from Kathy. Wow. You know, Kathy reminded me of how I first got my very first orgasm.
Oh my
See?
God,
I reminded
Snoopy
us, so tell
fucking-
us.
All right. So my parents had gotten cable, and we got home box office.
Uh-oh,
Is
here
that
we
what it's
go.
called? HBO. And they,
Home box office.
And-
Is that what HBO's called? I never knew that.
no, it was new for me. I remember I'm a lot older than you guys, so for us to have unedited movies in our house was something big. So there was some Chevy Chase movie. I can't believe I'm actually saying this out loud, but since you're so
See?
honest and bold, I'm gonna be honest and bold.
that's what we do.
So
Why not?
there
Up
was
the ante.
there was this Chevy Chase movie, and he was eating popcorn. He had a popcorn. They were at the movies, and the popcorn was on his lap, and his girlfriend was reaching into the popcorn, but he had cut a hole and his penis was
Ow.
in there.
They do
And I
that.
thought that turned me on for some reason. I don't know why.
She's like this. Look at her hand. She's like this.
So then
I'll make you feel comfortable after this. I got one.
and then I took my pet, my pet, not wasn't a real pet.
Yeah. Well,
What a jerk! I saved up my allowance.
My stuffed animal rabbit, and I started rubbing it on myself, and I had my first orgasm.
from your stuffed rabbit.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was older.
She had a jackrabbit
I'm a late
experience.
bloomer. I'm a late
Well, so
bloomer.
am I. That's why I was asking how young.
Oh, so
Wait, really? How
So
old were you?
I was
No, wait,
older.
with your little jackrabbit?
I don't remember.
Wait, you,
I must have been like 12.
oh, I already
that's
gave a
around-
blowjob at 10. What about
No, I'm gonna say closer to like the 14. Yeah, more
you? Oh,
like.
I've been around the world.
maybe
and
I was
No,
late.
but that
I
was
don't
the thing.
remember.
Like I was like experimenting with other people's bodies before I was experimenting with mine.
Like, we're going to leave this part alone. I'm just going to fuck with this.
No, like we'll get weird together, but me
No, so-
getting weird with myself, my mom.
Robin
was so
DeVito
weird.
said Robin DeVito said Catholic girls would be tramps if they did any of these things with Play-Doh.
That's super.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
Jewish,
what-
so-
exactly.
I'm
That's
dead.
why my mom beat into me that nothing.
Oh,
goes
your
up
girlfriend's
there.
saying, "Oh my God," with a skull face.
Jessica, aren't you glad she kept her clip?
Joan, I have bestiality. I have bestiality stories that are too crazy to share.
What?
So I am not sharing that.
Wait a minute.
That was a stuffed rabbit. So I will, All right. So
What?
now whose turn it is?
Mandy.
Okay.
Mandy.
Oh, what did you remind me of? Oh, a sexual part in a movie. All right. So, Ace
like-
Ventura, Pet Detective, in like the first one.
There's something sexy about that.
No, just
sure,
no,
Bob,
no,
Bob,
no,
Bob,
no,
Bob,
just
Bob.
the one. Just
Yeah,
within the first 20 minutes, he brings home. You find out he's a pet detective because he finds the lady's
Yeah,
dog and he
yeah,
brings
yeah,
her
yeah,
home.
yeah.
But she's like, oh, Mr. like Ventura, like I have to like do something for you. And she's hot. She's got like a lot of tits out, which I'm about my tits, and not mine, but like I like tits on other people because I don't have them obviously. But, and like I said, I'm not a masturbator. I'm not really into myself. But anyways, pun intended. So anyways, the lady's got super good cleavage, and she's like, she wants to thank Mr. Ventura for bringing the dog home. So she's like, let me, and he's like, you don't see anything. She just rips his pants down, and he's hanging from the thing. And he's like, whoa, hey, oh! It's like it's like a really silly slapstick like sex scene.
Yeah.
But I knew that something sexual was going on. I didn't know what
What it was,
exactly,
but
I
something
knew.
that was, yeah.
I knew I liked whatever she was doing. I wanted to know what she was up to.
I want to do what she was doing.
No, I wanted her to be doing what she was doing to me.
You know what? It's interesting that as young people, you know, when I was when I was young, which is younger than you guys.
Stop.
Come on, I'm not.
Let her talk.
There was not a lot of
I don't say that much.
stuff on, you know, that you could watch that had any kind of
Yeah,
sexuality
pornographic.
in it. I mean,
you know,
you had
nothing-
Channel 2,
yeah.
Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 11. That was it.
Yeah.
Unless you
Yeah,
rented a horror movie.
You had to use some.
I think
I used
I
to
don't even
watch
think
all those.
Blockbuster had been invented
No.
then.
It was
was
Mr.
like-
Video I used to go
Oh,
to.
yeah,
I used to get
yeah.
the horror movies with like Sleepaway Camp, and I would see the naked ladies in the movies.
Oh yeah, it's not
Why
I was
interesting.
like 8.
Why do they always have naked ladies in
They
horror
were all,
movies?
always
they
their
do.
titties out.
You're
and
right.
It's like, well,
You're
but
right.
Now you don't even really see that now, though.
No.
Back then it was all like titties galore.
The 70s.
And they
were
wonder why
when
I like titties now. Like I watched every horror movie that was made to man. Like,
Did you see the one? That,
I'm also obsessed with Jason and fucking Mike Myers.
why?
Oh, they're hot. Jason and Michael are hot.
Them
All
and
right,
titties.
but we
No,
digress.
Jason's hotter than Michael. No, wait.
Wait,
Well,
which is
Mike-
the one with the hockey mask? He's in style now because he's wearing a
Jason,
mask.
yeah.
Jason, he was COVID ready before COVID was even the thing.
He was COVID ready.
Oh, so my boyfriend's saying Blockbuster.
COVID.
Blockbuster never had porn. That is why they are no longer in business. I think they did, Michael. I think
No, I
there
think
was-
the internet came out, and that's why they're not
I
in
think
business.
Blockbuster had a section with a curtain, unless I'm confused.
No, that was the old little
Oh,
to
hi,
do.
Adam Rosen is watching.
I don't think
Hi.
as a chain they went. I don't think they did.
Hi, Adam Rosen. How are you?
And I think I
Your
trust Michael.
girlfriend's saying she has no titties.
Wait, I
Me?
don't see that.
It's on my phone right here. Look.
Oh, she has no titties? Oh, well, one of you does.
All right,
I love,
stop.
Kathy's got great tits.
Yeah?
Not that I've seen them out of a shirt, Jess. Don't worry about it.
Wait, you have? Oh no, Bonnie did. No.
Really?
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, somebody.
Not
another
me.
Comic.
Not me.
Oh.
So Joan
all
Kubiak.
right. Let's.
Joan Kubiak says National Geographic was the most porn I almost saw as a kid. My mother used to tear off the naked parts. Another Catholic lunatic? That's funny. And then my boyfriend said, trust me, that was not Blockbuster. Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah, no, he tried.
And Robin DeVito saying, Bonnie, if we wanted to see naked bodies, we had to watch National Geographic. That's right, Robin. There was nothing on the internet. There was no internet. There was nothing.
No.
Yeah, you had to steal from your parents.
And, all right, so
Yeah,
so
go
who's
through the
turn-
J.C. Penney
so
catalog.
you guys are not sharing any of your crazy
Yeah,
tales.
you guys
Come
are
on,
fucking fess up.
Start fessing
Pony up.
We're talking about
Pony
our
up.
first masturbation experiences, so you could tell us a
Yeah,
tale of yours.
I think they're a little enthralled.
So your girlfriend Jessica is saying
They are
to Mandy,
great, Mandy.
they are
Yeah.
great.
Mandy,
It's a man.
she said.
Okay, so whose
I
turn
can
is
only
it?
imagine, Jess.
I can only imagine.
Whose turn is it to tell us?
Well, I have a question for you guys because I don't really have a story.
I have a lot of
I have a
stories.
lot of
All right, go
stories.
ahead.
Yeah,
All right, go.
All right, so
No,
when
wait, let her ask a
all right,
question.
why don't
then
you
go
ask the
first.
question first?
Well, how about you guys ever flash anybody?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
All right.
Have you?
Yeah, but only once.
My-
Like I'm talking about a stranger.
Oh, a stranger.
Like driving by in the car.
I was on a boat. I was on a boat with my girlfriend when we were young, and there was guys that went by. There was 3 guys on a boat that were like probably like 15, and we were like the same age.
You're like, let's give him something. You
Give
know?
him something to talk
Just
about.
little something.
Let's give him
Something
something
to talk about.
No,
And then, yeah, and my might have made out too for.
It was further. It goes further than the.
But it was more.
TikTok.
It was totally for us. It was totally for us. It was not for them. It was It's exhilarating.
I've never done that.
You've never done anything in public, but
No,
you know what
no.
making out with like a guy in public's like. It's like hot.
I've made out with a guy in public, but I
You
haven't.
don't do things in public.
PDA.
I do
No.
things with a guy in public, but I've never flashed anybody. That's a stranger.
No,
But-
Did you
like
flash a
public
stranger?
meeting- Yeah.
Uh
I
oh.
think I did everything.
I'm very repressed.
We're getting wows, loves, thumbs up.
I'm
We're getting
like-
a lot of
I'm
reaction.
I'm like a
Various-
Catholic school girl who is Jewish.
Yeah.
I'm very repressed. But in my older age, I'm starting to come out of that
Yeah,
repression.
we're sexually
but
liberating Bonnie over
they're-
here
they're-
on
yeah.
the
they're
Wildflowers.
trying
I
to.
think so.
Well, crazy story, Bonnie, when you ripped the tampon out of your fucking roommate's clit.
What? No, not out of her clit.
You don't put a tampon in a clit.
That's
You were around the clit.
my.
Wait,
it was an
please.
ex-friend,
Explain.
and her tampon
She
got
just came
stuck.
up with this one night.
It got stuck in her vagina,
So
and
you-
She needed help.
toxic shock syndrome was a thing, and she asked for help to get this thing out, and she
And
was
Bonnie's
like
a great
clenching
friend.
up. So I helped, I helped her get it out.
She went in like the claw.
But yeah, that was not,
going to
that was
get
not a
Claude
sexual.
chooses who will go and who will stay.
Oh, Pasquale.
the
Do you guys know Pasquale? Hi, Pasquale. How are you?
Oh, people are wowing and laughing at that. Sorry, Bonnie, I didn't mean to throw
No,
you off.
I don't know. I just want to say hi to Pasquale because I don't know who he is.
Yeah,
but,
no, I don't know you, Pasquale.
But it's good to see you, Pasquale. How are you? He knows everybody, so.
yeah, so he's in the club.
All right, so my next story is going to bring everybody down. It's
All right. Aw.
it's a crazy tale, but it's not a sexual tale.
All right.
I used to go when I went to college at Oneonta. There was this crazy guy, and it was so long ago. His name was Roger. Okay, his name was Roger.
Statue of Limitations is up.
And Roger was this bulky guy, and he literally would drink a beer and crush it with his hand. So,
Oh,
every
sexy.
every night he would drink, and he would go on. There was a balcony. He would go on the top of the balcony, and it was a really big fall from the balcony. And this guy was so crazy, he would jump off the balcony, and he would land and never hurt himself. Which I thought, like after one or two times, I thought he'd break his arm or his leg. The guy would just get up and walk away like it was nothing. So I thought that was crazy.
That is, but he's dead right now?
I lost touch with him.
She lost touch with him because he just like jumped off the
Oh,
Brooklyn Bridge and he's like,
Pasquale, this is his first time on here. Well, we hope you join us again. We're here every Wednesday at 7:30. Usually, we got off to a late start, but usually 7:30 to 8:30. Tonight it's going to be 7:45 to 8:45. So tell all your friends about us and share the show. Can everyone please share the show?
Yes.
All right, so that was my quick tale.
And Tony Finelli is
What is
writing.
that?
I'm having what she's I'll have what she's having.
Oh, I
We're
know
hi-
that one. Tony,
We're high on life over here.
Tony,
guys.
that's funny.
we're high on life.
This is
man.
water.
Oh, Bruno is
With lemon
driving.
in it.
We're living in it.
Bruno is driving from his parents' home to his house 3
Bruno,
hours
eyes
away.
on the road. We love you, and we love that you're always here. Bruno is a major fucking supporter of our
We
show.
love Bruno. We love
and
Bruno.
the Calamity Jones Hour. The Wildflowers page is just Wildflower stuff, but the Calamity Jones Hour page, we're putting, if anyone's got podcasts that you want to promote, throw it on there. That's a collaborative thing.
Yes, we support each other.
Exactly.
We don't have the crab in the bucket mentality. We have the build each other up mentality. We
Right.
want
We have
everybody
the
to be
human
successful.
pyramid
That's
mentality.
Right. That's right.
Let's get a good
Join us.
base going. So, who wants to be at the
that
top? Let's get this shit started, motherfuckers. Who wants
Wow,
to be at
there's
the
a lot of people liking what we're saying. I don't know.
That's where
Kathy, I attribute that to you because we don't get as much.
people usually don't
we're-
like what we
Well,
say.
I have a lot of people watching right now. I
usually
mean,
pissing people off. So
I'm gonna do the little emoji like, well,
All right, Kathy, what else did your
Yeah,
sister
Kathy-
remind you
Kathy,
of?
your
Wait, 'cause you
turn.
finished, right?
I'm
You-
finished.
Bonnie's concise with hers.
Okay.
She's got her joke writing down.
I've had I have had a lot of crazy things going on in my life.
Okay,
And,
so
like,
we're gonna go to recent now. Jump to recent.
Yeah, it's sort of recent. Like,
Okay.
like now, adulthood.
Okay.
I just want to like. It's almost
Preface
like I want to like
tell
tell
us.
people what they should never do before they give a blowjob.
Okay.
Oh!
Is eat
My boyfriend's gonna love this show.
loaded tater tots. Loaded tater tots because I gave a blowjob after I had loaded tater tots and I threw up on his dick. And then I decided to finish the job. And I kept going.
Baby.
Like when a cat throws up and then eats its own throw up.
Oh,
That was kind of like what I did.
Jess,
Oh
you
my
lucky
God.
girl. She's a fucking animal.
So
She's an
I
animal.
threw up on a dick because I ate loaded tater tots, and then I continued the job because I was like, I ain't gonna fail him. You know?
And
Wow,
you're like, I'm not
Kathy.
gonna waste
Parking lot.
money on these fucking tater tots.
And then I tell my friend, and my gay friend Joe was like, "Yo, it's like a cat that throws up and then eats it right after it." And I was like, "Actually, that's pretty much what I did."
Well, he probably had.
You must have really liked that guy.
No,
I would've-
no,
I
No,
would've
you're just
never
really
came back.
fucked
Never
up.
came back. No, it's called really.
My
fucked
boyfriend
up.
goes,
Thank you, Mandy.
My boyfriend goes, this is the best
Yeah.
show ever.
Really fucked up. If you want to keep going, I can keep fucking going.
Oh, you keep going, Kathy. I love it.
Oh my God, my girlfriend goes, I can't. I don't think she's probably like, I don't think.
And
I
my
did that
boyfriend's
one.
like, my boyfriend's saying it's the best show ever. So you got one
See,
view
and
and
that's
another.
what happens when you drink. You become a fucking like.
Yeah, it's the.
And then you get arrested, and then you get locked up, like I did, and then they strip search you, and then you're like pants down, naked, and then they're shoving their fingers up your ass, and I'm like, I swear, officer, it's my hemorrhoids because I have hemorrhoids, you know.
Oh my
it's
God.
not a balloon full of heroin, okay?
Oh
Because
my
they kept going in there, and I was
Lord.
like, oh my God, what the fuck are you?
Was it
talking
at least
about?
a woman police officer?
Yeah, the women. always
There
take
has
it.
to be.
Thank God. Bruno's
God.
saying he's laughing hysterically and he's trying to stay in his lane.
Nancy's throwing up. What were we
He's
saying?
driving because he's driving. All right, my story's pale in comparison, but it's actually your turn. You got another story?
No, you know. All right, I'll tell you one. All right, so I was leaving a really big Halloween party in college where I was driving, so I wasn't drinking, just doing my other shit.
Oh, now my aunt's watching. I missed all the good stuff.
Hey, Aunt. And
Hey,
Annie Arnold.
Sue Sparacino.
So all right, so we're at this huge Halloween party at college, and it was at a frat house. So basically, they throw these huge parties, and they get broken up before like the party even starts. So we get there, and like we're not even there like an hour, and the cops are there. The whole thing's broken up. There's so many people, and I'm driving out of there, and we're like in a line of cars trying to leave, like super slow. And I have my window down, and I say to these kids, I'm like, I'll hit you, motherfucker, because they were like walking in front of my car.
Yeah.
You don't know. Mandy has a badass part to her, which I really think is amazing. I admire it. But go ahead.
So I go, I'll hit you, motherfucker. And so then he was dressed as a banana, and he tried to be cute. And like, so he took like a couple more steps in front of my car, like slower. And I just took my foot off the brake and like literally hit him, like knocked him over a little bit.
Oh my God!
I didn't run
Mandy.
him over. I just like bumped him just the littlest bit with my car. And
I bumped him a
the
little
littlest
bit.
bit. I
Just a little bit.
Just enough to not test my fucking ego. And the entire crowd of people, because there were so many kids walking out of there. Like I was like a senior that had a car or whatever. They're like, asshole, asshole.
To you?
And bananas. All his friends that were dressed as bananas started rubbing their banana butts on my car.
No!
And
God.
my husband, boyfriend at the time, and like a couple of my guy friends like jump out the car, like, what, you want to like fuck with us? And they were like, no, man. Get your fucking banana asses off our
You want to
my work girl's gonna run you over and you're gonna fucking take it.
So Pete Malloy is watching.
Oh, Petey!
So many people are
Marcus
watching.
Johnson.
They missed all the good stuff.
Yeah, you missed
Yeah.
Kathy trying to cut her clit off with fucking
Play-Doh
scissors.
knife.
And
Cutting
Robin,
my clit off with a Play-Doh knife.
that's a big.
Unsuccessfully.
Robin DeVito
Yes.
is driving also. This is Three Hot Chicks with a Filthy Mind, and I love it. That's because you're one of us.
This is called the gutter. Flowers that grow out of the gutter. Is what
Sue,
this show
is this
called.
somebody you know? Sue
My aunt.
Okay, so
Auntie
Kathy's
Sue.
aunt says, "Hey, Kathy," and he wants to. Marcus Johnson wants to know what college is this.
You don't need to know. Are you a lawyer, Marcus Johnson? What do you do for a living? And then I'll maybe give you, because I don't think the statute of limitations.
He
is
liked
up.
that you ran over a banana. Marcus is laughing.
Oh, there you go. Well, it's true. I didn't even think of the comedic fashion of running a banana over.
That's a phallic symbol.
She runs
Right?
over a banana. I throw up on a banana. What do you do in a banana, Bonnie?
I just suck it.
Oh!
I'm old fashioned that
all
way.
right, we're taking it. We're taking
all
it
right,
to that.
We're
notch.
taking it to that level.
It's going. This podcast is going like in the ditch. But anyway, all right.
We hit a bump and we're fucking in a rut, just going
Look.
downhill.
All right, so I'm gonna
Don't
have
tell my mom not to
another
watch it.
crazy tale. It's not sexual, but it has to do with pheromones.
Oh, doggy.
What?
Do you need a definition? Or do you need to know
No,
what's
I'm
gonna
thinking of like animals.
Well, yeah, like you're being
Pheromones
attached
are
to natural
your
scent.
smells.
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
you
So-
would just assume that I didn't know.
I knew she knew.
I am a little out there, but
You
so
educated
far.
in fucking Nassau County. I'm just making.
Yeah, and that's the kind of community center.
So anyway,
College.
I mean, yeah, no, I was just in the medical center. What is going on? I told you I got hit too many times on the head. Go ahead.
sorry. So
about that.
when I was in college, I traveled to Paris, and I went to the subway system, and it was so neat. Everything was like, in the subway in New York, it's graffiti and it's but in
Yeah.
Paris it was perfect. It was beautiful.
No man,
Then I
so-
got on the subway, and I almost gagged because nobody in Paris uses deodorant, and it was the summer, and it smelled like BO times 1,000. I almost threw up in the subway car.
Like a gym mat.
It was the most foul smell, and yet you looked around, everything was so clean and neat. They don't believe in deodorant there, and I guess they get used to it. So I don't know. So that's one of my crazy tales.
Is that why you don't believe in it now?
No,
I'm just kidding.
I use deodorant.
I'm joking. Like, I guess
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, Kathy. What else did your
I
sister
skipped
contribute?
something. Barbara McNeely's
know.
watching. Hi,
Oh,
Barbara.
Barbara.
I was just saying.
Terry's mom.
It's Terry McNeely's mom. I was just saying, Barbara. This is just a quick thing, if I may.
No.
I've kind of used Terry as a role model on my Facebook page with the memes and
It's a punching bag, so
it's
to
political,
say.
and we don't want to use political things on this show. This is not about politics. But I don't know. I did something, and 2 of the posts went viral, and now I have like hundreds of people who are saying terrible, rude, lewd, terrible things to me on my Facebook page, and they're actually texting me and threatening me and calling me an idiot and this and that. And all I'm doing is putting up funny memes about, politics.
Oh, you did it, Bonnie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know Terry's been through this, but like he knows how to handle like people come like saying negative things, but I'm not good that way. So I've been trying to delete it, and it's like the ocean. It's just wave after wave. They just keep coming in. What?
Just delete the whole post. Just delete the whole post.
I should do that.
That's what I do. Once they start coming at me, I delete the whole post. I'm like, done.
Never
But
happened.
you know what?
Never happened.
Can't do it.
I hate to say I'm
Cave.
going through a midlife crisis,
But
and
it's caving.
that's part of my routine. But it's true, and I don't want to be silenced.
Right.
And that's part of my thing is you can hit me, you can punch me,
Yeah.
but I have a right to say what I want to say, and you have the right to say what you want to say, even if you don't agree with me. But I don't want to be silenced. But,
Well, yeah, that's
but,
the whole
but
thing.
I
It's
but
like-
I know honestly, it's a little intimidating. It's like I will go home tomorrow and I will spend hours deleting and blocking people, and because I don't deal well with that kind of stuff.
It's not
but
worth
Terry
our
just lets
energy.
it roll off
It's
his
not
back.
worth the energy, like she said. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like,
what
we're
I'm
all
finding
gonna
out.
be different in our views.
Yeah, and I'm just finding with just life in general, like you need to say no to things. You need to only
I'm
have
bad
your
at saying no.
not just that, but we only have so much of our energy that we can give, and like it's like, do I want to go to a fucking bridal shower, or do I want to work around the house, or do I want to make time for family, or do I want to, get something accomplished, or do I want?
Oh yeah,
because like my husband, he'll schedule the month away of weekends, and then he'll be like, oh, I didn't get anything around the house done. I'm like, dude, you didn't give yourself any time. We were upstate one week ago. We were doing this. We had a comedy show, and then it's like, and then then the month is gone, and you're like, I didn't do anything. Like, but we've been running around we've been running ragged. So like, it's really important now to figure out where our energy is gonna go, because like, there's only. I learned from Bonnie is you don't have to sleep. So that's a cheat code.
No, I need sleep.
But you can nap. You can nap.
Cat nap.
You can cat nap. You can use a stuffed cat to
So
get you
I
off.
didn't mean to bring the show down, but Peter Wolfinger, thank you. He was saying just ignore them. They all talk shit. Nobody will do anything. Been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I'm new to social media.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hi, Glenn Cook. Glenn Cook is watching. Welcome to you. Tony's saying, did you watch the documentary yet, Bonnie? Don't lie. I know you better than you know yourself. Tony, honestly, I don't even know what you're talking about.
What documentary?
What documentary?
Tony,
please type it
you
in.
don't know Bonnie, because Bonnie's not very good with that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, I'm juggling like a million things in the air. My boyfriend says to me, you have to put your divorce first. Like, you're putting this in front of it, you're putting this in front of it, and your own real life is you're like, my lawyer would text me, or email me. Yeah. And I'm like on Facebook, and he's like, you have to get your priorities straight. Like, you have to finish this and take care of this. And he's right. But I don't know. I get carried away with certain things.
I get avoidant with certain things too. Like, I know that I'll be on Facebook, but there's certain times, like family or friends, like I'm like, I don't really want to get into this, not right now. And it's not even, it's just like I don't have the emotional energy to be like a good support beam. Like, you're going to ask me how I'm doing, and I'm just going to talk about myself because I'm not doing great. And like, I don't want to call you and put that on you, and like, it gets weird. And so I get avoided where I'm just like, all right, I'm just not going to answer. And then
you get overwhelmed.
Right.
I get to the point where, I get completely overwhelmed I have a lot of shit going on in my personal life. The comedy world was supposed to be my getaway, and it's turned bitter, and it's turned really dark. And that was where I used to get my fun from. So I'm dealing with how to juggle that.
Right.
And that was my outlet. So I have a therapist, and even my therapist, 1 little hour a week, something keeps happening where I can't meet with her because I have, my personal obligations. And I had to start putting myself first. I put myself at the end of the list. Mm-hmm. And I'm tired of doing that. I keep saying I'm not going to do that, but I always do. And, as women and, caregivers, we give and we give. We have to learn how to take care of ourselves.
Right.
Because
you forget about yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And Michael is the first person who I really feel, my boyfriend, who has ever taken care of me.
Right.
Really, he's the first one.
Yeah.
Who, like, he'll make me a snack.
Like,
just little things. These little things.
He's like
all
the first
these years,
to be like,
he's the first person that I feel like really cares about me, and like, he puts me ahead of him, and to the point where he should start thinking about himself.
Correct.
I don't know. Robin's saying, shame on you, Michael Steven Spielberg. What did he say? I give you your fun now. I don't know what that means. But anyway, let's get off of my stuff.
No, but you know what? He says, that's why I do comedy once in a while. You're 100% right. It's very dark, needs more cowbell and less drama. Yeah, and Peter, and it's getting back to why we got into it. Like, we're in it to make jokes. If you don't like Bonnie's jokes, or you don't like Bonnie's page, unfollow her, mute her, block her.
Yeah.
You don't have to
attack me.
Honestly, I'm gonna sound like a fucking snowflake, hippy dippy doo dah, but you know what? I don't have cable news in my house, and after the riots and stuff, everyone was just reposting the riots, and you'd go on Facebook and it was live footage of riots. I was getting such anxiety that I unfollowed a lot of the people that were just becoming news sources, where they're just like and then like my husband would come home and he'd be like, like another something horrible happened today, because it's over the course of the last couple months, horrible things have been happening in the news. And I'm like, I'm not even privy to it because I get like Triscuit ads and people that are like, fucking, we could do this, we got this. Like people that straight up just are humor and fun and good shit because I don't want to go on my phone in the morning and the first thing see somebody fucking being murdered in the street.
Yeah,
I don't want the first thing to be me
true.
watching a live feed of a riot where I was literally watching them and waiting for what's gonna happen, and I'm there and
That's
I
why
can't
they
look
say
it away.
watching
It's
the
like
news is bad. Watching the news is bad.
yeah, I'm like
well, Peter's
bad
saying
energy.
Peter's saying
yeah.
he's starting to snooze because they like the sex talk better. So
Oh,
I think
sorry. All right, so Peter,
we'll go
yeah,
back
you-
to that. But
all right.
But yeah,
All right.
Wait, let's get back to the crazy stories.
Yeah,
Bonnie's got a bunch written down.
We only
Now you guys sound like Fox News. You're too serious.
I know.
Oh,
Why
wait,
is this
I
a
just wanted
comedy
to say
show?
that these two women right here are more, like, very liberal. I'm not,
you
and I
are
love them
too.
anyway. I love them anyway. I don't
And I
give a
love you
shit.
too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
A lot of my friends aren't.
You don't
It
have to
doesn't
attack
matter.
people. You don't have to attack people because they believe differently than you do. It's fine. Just don't talk about it.
Right.
That's it.
I didn't-
It's like I have people who are my Facebook friends. I scroll by if I don't like their posts. If you don't like my posts, scroll by. You don't have to attack the person whose post it is. It does, because I feel like I have a right to say what I want to say. But let's stop talking about politics.
Back to crazy
Back
stories.
to my crazy story. All right, so I will go and then Kathy will go.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know.
When I was in college, I went to the Hamptons with my friend Miriam, and she was bragging. She's a Jap. She's not my friend anymore. She was bragging she has this timeshare in the Hamptons, and so I went with my best friend up to visit her, and it turns out she was sharing this house with 4 other guys, and the house looked like a shithole, and it had garbage everywhere. It was disgusting, and we thought we'd have a room, and we had to lay on the floor, sleep on the floor with like a blanket. And this was after we had been at the bars, and it was really late, and my best friend and I are sleeping next to each other, and literally we see this giant insect that was like this big crawl right in front of our faces on the floor. And my friend and I looked at each other, and we just like, let's get the fuck out of here. And we left. And it was 4 a.m, and my friend was driving. She was like falling asleep. And I kept being like, I had to keep her awake because she was driving the
Don't
car.
kill us.
And I kept like being like, making noise and all this. So,
Water on the face.
the Hamptons is overrated. That's all I want to say.
Cockroaches. A bunch of cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
A bunch
Cockroaches.
of cockroaches.
So Tony Finelli is saying, Bonnie, you not realize who is the number 1 attacker is of all time.
Hillary?
is-
Lock her up.
If that's politics,
Probably. I have no idea.
I'm assuming that's politics.
Sounded political.
We're trying to get away from politics on this show for just an hour.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna
hit me up
yeah.
on my Facebook page
Yeah, we
about
don't
that.
wanna talk
Yeah,
about,
we're
we
not
don't
on
wanna
that.
talk
We're a
about,
politics-free
Facebook
zone.
drama
Yeah.
or political drama.
So Kathy, I see you have a long list
No,
there.
no, there's not really much. But wait, you were talking about hotels and like
Yeah.
concerts and stuff. Well, I guess that could bring me to a topic where I was really embarrassed because, all right, I went back to a hotel a couple of years back with a comedian that maybe some people might know. And
You'll tell us
we
after
pulled-
the
we-
show.
we-
Obviously
we
not a
pulled
good comedian if we don't know him.
I was
Or
fooling
her.
around with him,
Okay.
and yeah, like I don't know, whatever. We
Okay.
were at the fucking
Okay.
ghetto Bethpage Motel, whatever, and then we hooked up, and then after we were done, I put my underwear back on, and then I realized that there was a big skid mark. And I was like, oh my God, wait, like normally you could see the skid mark like inside your underwear. I saw it like outside also. So when I got home, I was like, oh my God, he totally saw that. No wonder why he didn't call me the next day. I'm like, he saw my shit stained skid mark on my underwear, and I was like, I'm fucking dying. I was dead. I was fucking dying. And I'm telling my sister, I'm like, yeah, he's the one that wanted to meet up when I was already at your house. Like, I didn't fucking get all
Check my undies.
I didn't dazzle up to go meet you at the
I didn't
Bethpage
check
Motel.
my undies for
right?
skid marks.
So, like,
A fucking booty
You
call
know-
at a fucking cheap
You know I got
hotel.
it. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, he's like, yo, let's meet up, like, blah, blah, blah. My sister just heard, oh my God.
Day.
And I'm like, all right, let's meet up, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh shit, I really should have, like, cleaned up a little bit. But, I was like, fuck it. We go, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God. I put my underwear back. I was like, he must have saw the outside with the whole skin mark. Like, shit stain, fucking shit stain.
By the way, speaking of underwear, that's a story
I should have never wore underwear.
that we had in
Then I would
common.
have had the problem.
So you would have shit just right on your jeans.
The three of by the way,
I walked around the hotel like this.
Everybody's
The motel like
laughing
this.
about
Like,
that.
I was walking around like la la la. We just had sex. And
You're
he's
like,
coming
sexy,
look
you're
at
like-
them, yeah, like oh yeah, that's sexy, right? It's like shit.
You know you want
Fucking
this.
Hershey kiss down the fucking asshole.
Mandy's mom is saying that's hilarious. Joan Kupiash is laughing.
My sister's dying.
And Mandy's mom is saying he's like, let's meet up at the laundromat. And then Tony Wolfinger said saw the skid mark. Saw the skid mark, and he still had sex with a trooper. I don't understand what that means, but I think it's a play on the. But I was about to say something.
Do you know that person?
No.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway.
I have no
We're in
idea
comedy
who
career.
that person was.
Okay.
So that's actually
Quit comedy after that.
probably a good thing. Now, we only have 5 minutes left.
If we're hitting fire, we can keep going.
We are on
I
fire
say
right
leave
now.
them wanting more.
Yeah, there we go.
Leave 'em
You're
wanting
right.
more.
You're right.
We're going to stop at 8:45. Not one of you.
This is Bonnie's
They're
teacher.
all
We're
loving it.
starting
They're like,
at
what else
8:45.
I'm very time oriented. You know
Oh,
what?
I'm
Not one of you has given us one story
Yeah,
of your
you
crazy
fools.
tales. I'm very disappointed
You
in
need
the
to type
audience.
that in right now.
I love
Type
you,
that
but I'm
in.
disappointed in you. But I love you. So, let's see. We have 5 minutes left. Why don't we talk about plugs and shit? But
What?
it'll be a
Yeah,
fun
butt
thing.
plugs.
Uh,
No, Kathy,
Talk
we're
about-
I don't
behind
use
you.
it if I had skid marks in my underwear after I had sex with someone.
Well, Kathy Arnold, comedian, is what I saw your name as,
Peter
right?
goes, this is a shitty conversation, meaning the skid mark. That's funny, Peter.
Yo.
I like that. That's funny. But
Robin,
Kathy's going to talk about tomorrow because Governors is having something, and she's going to talk about that. If you want
Tomorrow,
to.
yeah, no. Tomorrow, Governor's Comedy Club at 12:30 p.m. And then I believe Anthony Rodia is going to be speaking at 1 p.m. The Senator Boyle is going to be there. A lot of news media, whatnot. And we're trying to get a bunch of people to rally like we did was it last Sunday, I believe?
Yeah, that's where I saw
was
you,
last
and that's
Sunday,
when I
yeah.
was like, we gotta have Kathy on, like, now. Like,
It was last Sunday where we were protesting for Governor Cuomo to give us the go-to to let us open comedy clubs because I feel like we can open gyms. I work in a restaurant. We work in restaurants. Everyone's sitting there. You got your mask on, but then you sit at a table. Governors is doing the right protocol the whole entire time, doing outside patio, following
crazy.
all the rules. James, the owner, has been like doing beyond like
yeah,
the
he like
protocol.
almost
Everything
went,
they
he almost,
wanted, he gave them.
like where you're supposed to be. Like he was
went,
like,
he's like,
above
in
and
case
beyond.
when they want
Yeah.
this, he upped
He
the notch.
above and beyond,
for
and he had like the
everything.
filter system and everything, and like the fact that like we can't even do those comedy shows outside. Even I'm not even talking about inside. I'm talking about the comedy patio.
And it was
where
4 people who
they-
have to know each other, too.
like.
At
And
tables.
it was 4 people per table. They
Yeah.
had 2 sellout
It's
shows
safer.
that weekend that Governor Cuomo shut the comedy clubs down. They had 2 sold out shows. We're going to add a 3rd one, and then they couldn't add it because they shut it down. And
it's
my
ridiculous.
Girls Gone Funny show was supposed to happen this coming Thursday. and it's not happening.
That's ridiculous.
And it's ridiculous because
And then
you're
they're going to
still
open
outside.
up. They're going to open up the New York City schools and put all the kids back in
and
there.
the gyms
And-
where we're all
and
sweating,
the gyms,
and the restaurants.
And the restaurants,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. It's
There's no
it's
sense in
hypocritical.
this. And I had the Cuomo crush, but now he's crushing my fucking ass.
Yeah. Everybody remember what Cuomo did because he's going to run for president. But I don't
No,
want to talk
I
about
forget.
politics.
No.
But remember,
I don't want to talk about politics
No
either because I
politics.
love him, but right now I'm mad at him.
and
We're in a
you have a
fight.
right
We're
to
in a
be.
fight right now.
He's not making any sense. These arbitrary decisions. You can sing, but you can't do comedy. That's how it was
How?
at first.
Well,
What's the difference between singing and comedy? I don't get it.
Well, Glenn
So-
and I. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, Glenn and I on Friday,
Oh.
we're going to have the Calamity Jones Hour, and we have a tattoo artist, our friend Zach.
Oh, I met him. He's awesome.
He's great. And one of the things, I was like, comedy and tattooing got taken away from us during COVID. Our passions. It's what keeps him going. It makes him thrive.
Right.
And people get tattoos. Oh, you break up with something,
It's a
somebody,
natural
or
high.
you're
Yeah.
going to get tattoos with, you said best friends, right?
Yeah.
You're getting,
The
you know.
three, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, our passions were taken from us. And how
Yeah.
is that supposed to make humans feel when our passions are illegal?
Yes.
Where
I've
I'm
been
giving
on stage since March.
that's-
Granted, I did a little quick spot one time last month with Stephen Perillo, but it's not we have not been. I have not been. I'm normally on stage, couple days a week.
Yeah.
And now I have not been up on there since March.
It's taking away what you love, and it's not fair.
and
Yeah.
it's damaging
Yeah.
us.
It is.
Yeah, no,
it-
emotionally. Yeah,
emotionally
it's
and,
getting to our
inside,
souls. Yeah,
in our soul.
deep.
Yes,
Yeah,
deep.
Yeah.
deeper,
Like
very
we need
deep.
to be out there.
Right, exactly.
And
you need to
those
go to a
people
bar.
want to
And,
laugh too, though.
well, that's the thing.
So
we
it's two people.
We need it, and Bonnie
Oh.
became a comedian before.
That's what helped
before-
save me is watching comedians, and I also feel like that backyard show that you did in your backyard. I was laughing my ass off at Evan's new COVID jokes. They were funny.
Yeah.
I had a great time, and it was reminding me back of what comedy used to be.
Oh,
And
so
it has
sad.
to be in a private backyard. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It's
we're
so-
not charging anything, and we're giving everything for free because it's on private
Exactly,
property. Because I don't
exactly.
want any problems. I don't want anything. I really just want people to laugh and tell jokes, and we want to be safe about it. So it's
Right.
outside. We were gonna do it Saturday night, but then the hurricane, so we did Sunday during the day.
When are
But
you going to do it again?
we've been doing monthly, so we did 2. So next month, at the end of the month, I'll give
So
you
I'll
the
get
date.
people to come with me. And
That would
Yeah,
be
no,
great.
yeah,
That would
it'll
be
be
great.
great. Yeah, no, it's great. So we're
And
gonna
your
be-
girlfriend says
we'll
we
keep
need
you guys
laughter,
posted.
and that's exactly
We
right.
do.
Jessica,
Jess, she's gonna be on the
Jessica,
next
you,
show.
you are
We're gonna
exactly
meet
right.
you,
We
and you're
need-
gonna tell me about
yeah,
what her tits
we,
look like.
we
on
need
the
laughter,
t-shirt.
but we have to quickly
Or maybe a t-shirt.
we have to quickly plug Dan's show.
Oh yeah, tomorrow night, Dan Romano's show, as well as Bonnie and I are a very special event on October 15th. Dan Romano's doing an Amazon Prime filmed Bonnie and I, along with some very seasoned comics.
Peaches Rodriguez,
Peter
Peter
Bales.
Bales,
Nice.
Rich Walker.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
And
That's
Adam
a
Snap.
great
Yeah,
lineup right
yeah.
there.
So
Thank
and
you.
then me and Bonnie some small fish in a big
So
pond.
small.
In a big pond. No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And what is awesome is all the guests are gonna sign a waiver. So that their reactions will also be like, so I'm gonna have my mom and my friends at the table, and when I'm up, their faces will be, because I'll be talking about my husband, and he's like, and my mom's just lighting up no matter how good I'm doing.
Like you're being
He's killing me.
your husband's like,
Yeah, no,
fun.
Glenn's super supportive, but we will give you guys details about that because that's going to be super important to Bonnie and I. That's October 15th.
October 15th.
But we'll keep you guys posted about that and whatever we
so
do
a
in
show
between
in
then.
Yarn
But
October
next
15th?
week, our guest
Yeah.
is going to be
Yeah.
Eric Shevlin.
If God allows.
From Governor's Radio.
Please,
He has, what's his show called?
I'm sorry for.
Ashland Speaks. Ashland.
Oh, just Ashland. I on Wednesdays? I thought it was
Yeah.
just Ashland. I don't know.
Eric Shevlin
Oh.
is going to be our guest next week.
Yes.
So tune in 7:30. I'll be on time next week. Because Eric.
Because
I don't have to.
Because we don't have to pick Eric's ass up.
Eric has been here before, so he knows how to get here.
But he also didn't come to the last thing he was saying he was coming to, so you better show up.
I never
the protest he
said-
couldn't make it to.
Yeah.
No, that was separate.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
calling-
Eric, Eric hasn't done anything
I'm just
bad.
starting shit at the end of the
But anyway,
episode.
we
Just starting
we
shit
love
at the
you
end of the
guys.
episode.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you
Yes,
next
thank
week.
you for
Bye,
joining
everybody.
us. Share the
Even
show.
though you didn't share one
Crazy
story.
We let loose, and you guys, thank you,
Oh,
Bruno.
Bruno,
We
thank
killed
you.
it tonight, and we're glad that you lived to tell about it, Bruno,
Oh,
because
look
you
at
were
all the
driving
hearts.
and
Yay.
playing with us. I'm going to end the broadcast, ladies. And
Share it.